Here we go.
Roll it.
Yeah. We're joined here in the studio by a mystery guest.
Oh, who could it be? Mystery guest. Can you please speak into the mic?
Hello there.
They didn't tell us who it was. They just said we had to have this guy on
Yeah.
or they were going to fire us.
And he said he's going to do comedy secrets revealed under a hidden identity.
That's why I can't show his face.
Yes, I'm going to name all the statutory rapists and pedophiles in LA comedy. So this is going to be about a 7-hour podcast. But I'm the bad guy. My spots go down. What a great business this is.
Why do you think your spots went down, mystery man?
Well, you know, I'm a voice of the voiceless. I speak for the unspoken. Let me take this.
Earl Skakel!
We had no idea.
My God, it's Earl Skakel!
My God!
We had no clue who you were. I saw the physique and I was like, whoever this is fucking ripped.
I go, this guy has the body of a 20-year-old. Then you took the mask off, and I go, oh,
Some people-
65-year-old Earl Skakel.
Dude, I was making fun of Sting the other day, and my buddy's like, Earl, you know you're only like 7 years younger than him. I'm like, okay. Because he did a Hurricane Rana off the stage. Dude, it was pretty impressive.
How old is he now?
He's like 62.
It's crazy that the average age of wrestlers now has gone up drastically with these Brock Lesnar. He's not that old.
Isn't
but
that
he's old.
how age works? It just goes
Dude,
up.
Ric Flair, did you see his interview recently? He said he wants to die in the ring. He's like, WWE won't clear me, but I would rather die in the ring than go into a hospital or like a hospice. That's what I
How
want
old
to
is
do.
he? 70?
72, I think.
God damn, how did he live this long?
But he's broke.
Divorced 5th time.
5 times.
They weren't legally married, him and this woman, but they're done.
Sounds like a...
Flair's single. If you're out there, I told Eleanor, jump on that, dude. Eleanor, former pro wrestler. Her and Flair together.
Yeah. And
Easy
she can
Rider.
use that street cred. Who was the musician? It was...
John Mayer?
No, the musician that wanted to go out with her.
It's Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be like Bolton. You weren't it, but Flair. Woo!
When I used to have long hair, I was told I looked like a gay Michael Bolton. And I'm like...
You're like, wait, so just like Michael
yeah,
Bolton?
you can just call me Michael Bolton.
Who told
Hey-o, is that a bit? Are you doing... It's too early.
Dude, let me...
This is
Not
a
yet.
two-parter. This
Not
is a
yet.
two-parter.
Not yet. Save some juice.
I got my iPad. It's Lois right here. It's my dog Lois.
Hey, why don't you tell him what the password to it is?
Sting Starcade 87
Whoa.
when he fought Flair in an hour-long match.
What year's that case from? Early 80s?
This is from Magic's prostate.
What is that?
Wait,
talking
dude,
about?
it's too... The second part is going to be bitter shit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you
Right,
brought
we'll find
dolls
it.
in.
He
You
brought
said-
wrestling figures. He's got a Kamala with no legs. And
Oh my God, he's out the cage.
It's Sting. Dude, that toy looks well played with. The Sting. It's got like paint missing.
Did you buy it brand new?
By the way, this is Kamala life size.
Where'd you get that?
I bought it from KamalaSpeaks.com.
Is that his own? Or was his own?
Until he died.
Yeah.
I bought a book.
You went to his funeral.
I did not. But I was invited by the wife.
Really?
Because I bought, you know, that mask he wore to the ring?
Yeah, the African the mask.
Yeah, I bought one.
Which, by the way, he's from what, Mississippi? He's not African at all.
Same difference.
Dude, why spoil it?
Yeah.
People, hey, wait, was it a square casket instead of a rectangular one?
It was a very short casket.
It's just-
It doesn't...
It was sawed off.
Shout out to the WWE for taking care of black wrestlers.
Where are those pants from? I noticed you had some pants I've never seen you in.
Well, I would go in for a wide shot so the people can see the bulge. But
This guy's giving directorial
here we go. Here
stuff
we
to
go.
Aaron.
Look at that. That's soft. Soft. Completely soft.
I would hope. Where are the pants from?
By the way, if you go on my Twitter, I don't like to plug stuff, but my...
What? I thought you'd like to plug. You do like to plug a few things.
Hell, trust me on that one. If you go on my Twitter, that's at Earl Skakel. My pinned tweet is a shot of Jeremy Piven on stage in leather pants. Now, I have several sources around the city. I'm like Drudge. I got moles everywhere. And it's been purported to me that Jeremy Piven, when he wears leather pants, wears a jock strap stuffed with fruit
Whoa, allegedly.
to make it look like he has a big package. Trust me.
If
I don't have to stuff.
If people don't know, you go at Piven online. Do you think him wearing the leather pants is a shot At you.
I do, because I was...
Or trying to take your thunder.
I heard he walks around and he goes like, "Look at my big dick. I'm Earl Skakel."
Yeah, well, good luck with that, buddy.
I've never seen him in the Comedy Store locker room after a performance, so I can't confirm or deny the jockstrap.
Well, I saw him in the main...
He did offer me a banana once from his pants.
You know Kamala, as you can see right here, he has a moon on his belly.
Yes,
and
sir.
He was so dumb, he went up to Jerry Lawler. This is a true story, because Jerry Lawler came up with the gimmick, Kamala. Shout out to Jerry Lawler's racism.
Which, Jerry Lawler's from Memphis, Tennessee, which says a lot.
And Kamala goes to Jerry Lawler, "Mr. Lawler, why you guys paint a banana on my stomach?"
Earl Skakel. He may be the oldest plunger in the closet.
I'm the Sting of comedy. I just keep going. Nothing will stop me.
You brought those in. You're like, "Hey, I brought in some action figures in case we get bored."
Yeah, what do we want? A flight together?
Oh my God, he's at the top of the arena.
Is this what you do all day long?
This is Earl in his bathtub. He's like Pee-wee.
Bathtub. This is me in my living room. Hello.
All you do is stand up at night. So during the day, you just play with action.
What about the gym?
I write jokes.
you write jokes.
I go to hot yoga.
You get your hair cut.
I do. I get facials from
You get waxed. You still
no, I do it myself now.
What?
I know you guys have
Are you
sponsors.
cutting back?
Didn't you guys
Not
have
anymore.
Manscaped? Is that
Whoa! What?
Who?
Oh, sorry. Am I not allowed?
No, they're not a sponsor anymore.
Well, I used their 4.0 machine.
We're growing our pubes out in protest.
Well, I mean, nothing wrong with a little bush.
So wait, so you're not going to Sweet Cheeks?
No, it's just too much money. I got money, and so
people who have money like to
save it. So
I saw the clip.
When you went through your household
expenditures,
finances, you
like,
go,
too much.
Where can we cut back? Getting my asshole waxed.
Yes.
Gabriel from Sweet Cheeks. I mean, he's a good guy, but it's just too much work. I had to jack off before I went there in case I got hard.
Yeah, we all know when a guy's waxy, you might get hard.
Because I'd be on the table exactly in this pose.
If you're watching the video, he's got Sting on his back,
and he would have to touch my pee-pee, to shave the balls
with his mouth, so he had both hands free, right?
I thought
How was he touching it? Like this? He was just stroking it?
Trust me, he had to do a lot more than that. But he had to usually go like that and move it over and then shave.
And then he would keep touching it.
Did he tell you about the other guys that came? He's like, Piven comes in here, and I don't have to. I use 2 fingers.
Well, I did walk into John Varvatos the other day, and Pam, my girl,
This is the saleswoman?
She gives me the scoop. Hey, we got some new merch.
So that you're known at Varvatos.
I'm loved.
So when you come in, do they if they're dealing with someone else, they beeline to you?
They literally get on. They're secured.
We got a whale coming in.
Do they pick you up in a limo from your house and drive you 2 blocks over to Varvatos?
Do you walk in with a Varvatos suitcase full of cash?
Skakel's here. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. And they do this formation
So what? Do they bring you the stuff on hangers, or do they bring you over to the new stuff?
They know what I like. I'm a leather daddy.
But here's the thing: I only ever see you wear 1 pair of leather pants. That's it.
No. I just bought 10 of the same. I'm like Tarantino.
So you have a closet full of leather pants.
I do. Most by Varvatos, some by Balmain.
What's Balmain?
It's a high-end leathery.
Okay.
And
bespoke? Are these bespoke leather pants?
These are custom. They fit every curve on the body.
You started...
Balmain actually sounds like Manscaped's competitor.
It is.
Sounds like an Chinese food dish.
Asian company.
4th floor Barney's, left side.
Do they do a mold of your body, and then they go ahead and make the pants out of it?
Yeah, then they give you the mold of your dick at the end.
Oh, do they go get hard for us and get it soft so we can take measurements so we can allow you to have an erection in these pants?
That'd be cool.
Well, let's just say when my lady friend made a...
You mean your fiance?
Lady friend.
No. She's a leather...
Pam. Is this Pam or
No, another person made custom leather pants for me.
You don't want to say her name?
Well, I got to tell the story.
Okay.
So she's taking measurements, and what she literally puts a leather... they're not even pants. They're just leather all over you, and she measures and she cuts
And you're
them.
naked.
No, I'm in my underwear.
Did you wear tighty whities?
Calvin Klein.
You're not in a shirt?
I'm usually in a rat shirt to keep her going. And when
Do you talk with her while this?
Oh, yeah, we're friends.
So you're conversing.
And she, when I took down off my pants, she said, "How did you get that rifle in this country?" I said, "Honey, that ain't no rifle. That's my love gun."
Is this something that you wrote on the way over here? What are these lines?
He gives her the script beforehand. He's like, "Here's your lines. Here's what I'm gonna say."
Did you just go to some sort of dominatrix?
No, I stole that story when I was a kid. I thought the Kiss song "Love Gun" was about a water pistol. I really did.
Yeah.
And then I'm in concert, 91 Long Beach Arena, Winger, Slaughter, Kiss, Hot in the Shade tour.
Sergeant Slaughter was there.
he was going on between them.
He did some stand-up.
I liked it when they turned Sergeant Slaughter an Iraqi sympathizer.
That was cool. He was getting death threats for real.
He came
So
to.
his family was in danger.
Well, that was back,
It was a Desert Storm was at its peak.
the internet wasn't really a thing. So
Storm and Norman.
Norman Smiley. I met him, the guy.
No, that's Travis Smiley and Norman Schwarzkopf.
You remember Norman Smiley?
Black.
Or Tavis Smiley.
He was like the WCW hardcore champ, but his gimmick was he didn't like getting hit. It was pretty funny. Like,
No.
he would like scream when they hit him, but he was like the hardcore champ. So his big move was the wiggle, which was he would go on a wide shot here. Aaron. Trust me, it's going to have to be real wide. And he put his hand down his pants like this, and he would do the wiggle like that.
Like an Al Bundy pose.
Yeah, so he was coming down the escalator at the Beverly Center, and I said, "Hey, Norman, do the wiggle," and he told me to fuck off.
How old were you?
48.
Do the wiggle, you told the grown man at the mall.
I had no shame.
You got mad at people going, giving mama in the
True.
bathroom.
That is true.
You did the same
but
thing.
dude, that's-
You just say the bathroom's off limits is your thing.
Dude, your fans, I'd like to address them. I don't know if I should do a wrestling promo or like this. Like, this is a big deal. I have one camera on top of my computer.
And it's just used for you jerking off.
Yeah. Hello.
On Chatterbait.
Your fans are out of control, man. Like,
But we don't control these
You do,
guys,
though.
these
You're
people.
in charge of
These
them.
men and women, the 4 women that listen.
I'm in the bathroom at the Comedy Store. I'm just taking a wee. It takes me a while to get the hog out of the leather pants. It's the whole process.
Why don't you go in the stall? Because it sounds like your dick's just...
Well, no one can see it then.
Yeah, I mean,
true.
you got to show it.
Have you ever
pull-
seen him? He has a chair that he sits at the urinal.
I've seen you pull your
for
pants...
like a 30-minute piss.
You pull your pants down to the ankles just to get the ass
Well,
out.
I mean, it's like Milton Berle said, how much of it do you want me to take out? I mean,
Uncle Milty.
who's in 2 rat videos.
Huge hogger
Yeah, they say he had the biggest dick in Hollywood.
in the world at the
Well, I
time.
don't know about in the world. I think the
Guinness.
guy...
Is that true? But he wasn't. Here's the weird thing: he had a huge cock, but he wasn't known as like a ladies' man at all or anything.
Well, look at him.
That's what I'm saying. It was worthless. Not only were they scared of his look, but then you bring out this giant hog, and no lady is gonna fuck him.
Yeah, but these whores out here...
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
Be cool. Be
No.
cool.
Women are great. I love women. Like, there were a lot of cool women out there. But, if you're fucking Milton Berle or Jeff Ross, you got issues.
Wow. Bombshell.
Shots fired.
Sorry, Jeff is a great-looking guy. My bad. I mean, any girl who, come on. I'm going to leave if this is how this is going to go. You guys have turned into Palmers.
He's one of the. No, I think he's a tremendously handsome man.
Friend of the show.
Looks like
Good looking guy.
friend of the show. He's never been on this show. You guys are unbelievable. I'm going to leave. Aaron, you can just CGI me in.
Aaron,
Out of control.
Who's better looking, Milton Berle or Jeff Ross?
I mean, Milton Berle, he had nice lips.
Are you talking asshole or what are we talking?
Never saw the asshole.
They
but-
said it matched the dick in scale. It was huge asshole.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't-
Did you went to middle school with Milton Berle, didn't you?
No,
Milton Berle was 3 years ahead.
No, a lot of people ask me how I met my fiance. I met her in grade school. She was in 4th grade. I was teaching 8th. Hello.
Is this thing on?
Is this Sting on? Hello.
Dude, we got to get you to meet. I asked you before the show. You've never met Sting. We got to make this a make-a-wish for a grown man happen.
I would love to meet Sting. And
What would you be your ideal day, you and Sting hanging out?
Sting has a residency in Vegas right now.
Yeah, he does. He body slams.
No,
you.
it's the Sting from the Police.
Oh, right. That's
Do you have a preference on which Sting you?
What
meet?
if Sting from the Police wore the Sting wrestling mask?
He was actually Sting?
No, I'm just saying.
what if it was the same
Earl.
person?
Oh, it could be, but what if Earl met him and he's like, "I'll go that far for you."
I'd be disappointed if he pulled off his mask and it was like the bass player from the Police. I'm like, oh, well.
What would you watch old matches with Sting? What would you do if you could do anything with him?
You'd spend a day with him?
Yeah.
You have 24 hours with Sting.
No,
Where do
no.
you take him?
Would-
Sweet Cheeks?
Would you have him paint your face and you guys just hit the town?
Dude, I would. We would reenact his greatest matches, and I would,
In your living room?
yeah, I would be the opponent. So, like when he fought Abdullah the Butcher, I would be Abdullah the Butcher.
So this would be. I think he'd enjoy that. This would be like a birthday party for you.
Yeah, and then we'd watch Capital Combat 1991, Landover, Maryland, the Capitol Arena, when a RoboCop was his tag team partner.
I'm sure he's going to love all this.
Yeah.
Rewatching old matches.
You should go to church with him. He's a big Jesus guy.
Whatever gets me in. I was an altar boy for 12 years.
You
Oh, that's
talk
right.
about that with him.
Oh, yeah, you could say that.
I wasn't molested once.
Hey, wait, I forgot. Were your other friends molested or no?
Let's just say there was a lot of priests when I was there that were moved around. And,
Okay.
like literally, this is for real.
Do you think that because your cock was so big, the priests were like, "Oh, don't mess with Earl Skakel"?
He was wearing a leather robe. Earl was at the time.
Well, I've been the same size since 4th grade, so I was a little bit harder of a target.
You had that size head in fourth grade?
I did. My mom's vagina was split open like a gutted turkey.
Jesus.
I was like baby Godzilla.
You're the
coming out.
youngest, right, in your family?
Yeah, 53.
Aren't you the youngest by far?
No, my parents had a lot of sex, so we're all spaced out like 2 years apart.
How do you
Okay.
know? Did they show you
Well,
videos?
They had 5 kids. I mean,
Yeah, but they could have had sex 5 times.
Think-
Or
Get that-
6, maybe for a warm-up. And
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were both very good looking. So
Oh, look at this.
my dad.
I can tell by looking at you.
I mean, I got a fit for 53, no double chin. I got most of my hair.
Have you had any procedures?
No, this is natural.
All
So all you
natural.
whores out there who Google Skakel and find out I got cash, I'm taken.
By the way, I saw you mentioned your Twitter. I didn't watch the clip, but I saw Joe Rogan mention that you have some cash,
Joe Rogan said I'm rich. And,
which is coming from him is pretty.
yeah.
He's got quite a bit of
Dude, he
money.
put a target on your back. You could be kidnapped right
or
now.
robbed.
shout out to Tony Hinchcliffe, who
Oh.
got the conversation started by.
You know who has a lot of money?
That's what he said.
Earl Skakel.
Skakel wears leather pants.
They're
and
expensive.
Rogan was like, "Oh, he's got money. Well,
Oh.
like, put me on the pocket."
How much are these leather pants? How rich do you have to be to own leather pants?
Well, let's just say the one pair of pants I have by Brooke Worrell. I was at Guns N' Roses once, and I saw it was a Duff, the bass player.
Duff Kagan.
He had these beautiful pants on. I mean, if a pair of pants can be beautiful, he had them. So I said to my friend Frankie Sidoris,
Shout out to Frankie.
Frankie in Wolfie Van Halen's band was on Kimmel last night and Slash's band. I said, "Hey, do you know the girl who makes Duff's pants?" And he's like, "Yeah, this girl Brooke." So I called her up. I was like, "I would like the same pair of pants that Duff had on." She's like, "It's $1,800." I said, "What's your PayPal?"
Look at
Without
this guy.
hesitation.
Do you tip these people? Like when you go into Varvatos, this lady Pam, do you tip her for the service, or do you just pay the?
No, I just buy a lot. And,
Okay.
Does Barbados come out? Does he meet you out?
Yeah, have you met Varvatos?
great story.
You know who would hate that question? Brody, who I once asked if he met, if Joe Torre would.
You
know
also
him.
no. You met it. You asked if he knows Johnny Barbados. Do I know
How
him?
dare you?
Look
We
at
played
these-
Little League together.
I'm wearing leather underwear.
I don't stuff it. Yes.
So I'm in Barbados one day.
How often do you go, real quick, before you start?
Well, it's right by my house,
Yeah.
so I walk Lois there late night. I look in the window, see if there's any new product, and then I make my move.
So you have an eye on the store at all
I'm
at all
basically
times.
double as security at night.
We'll get after. Remind me, we need to get into Earl Skakel's nighttime walks where you're basically fighting crime out there. But we'll get to that in a second.
Also,
get to that.
I picture you bringing your action figures into Barbados.
I'm like, do you
And
have?
they're like you're almost like the owner's son.
They're like, talk to Sting. Do you have any pants for Earl?
Do you have anything in a 38?
Dude, if I didn't know you, I would think that you were slightly
Autistic?
mentally slow with your. Hey,
What am I, Eugene? That's my favorite wrestling character of all time. Let's make this legitimate wrestler retarded.
Nick Dinsmore.
And,
Yeah.
he's Eric Bischoff's cousin. What the fuck?
did he have a teddy bear that he walked around with?
No, he
Look
would
at
just
that.
like go, and then
You're talking about Norman. Remember that guy in WCW, Norman? The,
Norman
escaped.
Smiley.
The escaped
Oh,
convict.
yeah.
He walked around with a teddy bear.
I like the Mexican brothers that drove out on riding motors.
Latino Heat.
Yeah, those guys were great. Talk about a fucking.
Dude, they were doing diversity before a lot of places were, and they did it right.
Well, I was at the WrestleMania when Eugene came out, and he's doing this thing like, "It's great to be here at WrestleMania," and then all of a sudden, Muhammad Hassan comes out,
Another good minority representation.
an Iraqi who was actually an Italian. And he comes out with his manager, Davari, who I don't know if he's a comic, but he has great comedy timing. So they start beating the shit out of this retarded person, and then Hulk Hogan comes out to make the save. I got rock hard, man.
Of course.
I was as hard as a Sting doll, and this thing's hard as a
Were you
brick.
standing near children? I hope.
I was by Sandler. He was there too, and like Sandler's like,
Taylor's like, hey, why you keep poking me in the ass?
Did he recognize you from Benchwarmers?
he did. He's like, hey, weren't you the porta potty guy in Benchwarmers?
He did not say that.
No, he didn't say that.
So what happened with Barbados?
Well, I thought you were going to say what happened to Eugene. Hulk
No.
Hogan made the save.
Did you see Eugene at the Beverly Center? And you're like, do the retard stuff.
Dude, I saw him at the backstage because I was backstage because I don't fly coach, and I saw Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, there.
Since passed away, right?
Rest in peace. Great football player at I think the University of Florida with John Matuszak.
He said a real life tough guy.
Yeah, they say him and Haku are supposedly.
He knocked out Vader, who had a lot of size on him. He was in Orndorff was in flip flops in the shower, knocked him out one punch.
Yeah, I mean, and so he saw me and goes, young man, young man. I'm like, dude, we're the same age. What are you
Young man,
talking
was he
about?"
doing Village People?
I love them. Only one of the Village People was gay in real life.
Is that true?
Well, I'm going to assume it was the guy who died of AIDS.
Did you find?
Is that true or is that a bit?
No, that's true. The other 5 were straight act. Like,
Did you find that out by just trial and error while talking to him?
Who's going to suck this out? Only
You?
one guy's going to suck this
Native
out.
American construction worker? No. How
Do you know
about
that for a fact, or they just didn't
No, that
want to
was
fuck
true.
you because
And
you
that-
might not have been their type?
By the way, it was Glenn Hughes, the Leatherman.
That's your inspiration.
They
Being a Leatherman.
Yeah, it really was. I dressed like Glenn Hughes, and they buried his ass outside the grave so his friends could stop by.
This fucking guy. These bits.
Old school Liberace joke. So
Old school. You're like, this could work for any gay dead entertainer.
no. So if you go by Glenn Hughes's grave, you like it's a grave,
You
grass,
can still spit in his asshole.
and
is
then
what you're saying.
and then you see his ass in the leather pants.
It's weird, that you've been there.
I was there 2 nights ago. Hello.
So watch the
Is it-
computer.
Is it BYOL?
Yeah, bring your own lube. Come
Yeah.
on, dude. I'm no amateur.
Bring your own leather. So how'd you meet?
It wasn't a riddle. This guy wasn't trying to stump you.
He solved it.
Stump.
How'd you meet Barbados?
Hey, look, Kamala's the bottom. Mama.
guy.
So I'm in Barbados, and I say to my boy David, Pam was on vacation. I buy this leather jacket.
When she's on vacation, you're like, I'm going to save my purchasing, or you're just like,
No.
I'll go to somebody else?
I go to the B team.
Okay.
Paul or...
Do they know they're the B team?
Oh, no, I don't mean... They're great. They love me.
Do they make commission?
I believe they do.
Okay.
But I think they probably split it with Pam. Like, hey, this is your client.
Is Pam like senior?
Pam's the best.
What like Untitled though? Is she the senior?
Well, they're all. I think her and Paul, who's another dude, I believe has helped Court McCown in the past, and
Wow, look at these
Shout
name
out!
drops.
Shout outs!
who also frequently opens for Ross on the road. That's got to be a lovely gig.
Ralphie May used to shop there.
Ralphie shopped in the XXXXXXXXL large. When Ralphie walked into Barbados, he literally took up the whole store. Hello! It's Ralphie May, June, July, and August.
They're like, we're going to need a bigger cow.
I love Ralphie. I wanted Ralphie on my podcast, but he could never get up the stairs, so we had to do it in the garage.
So you're with David.
So I'm with David. He's sizing me up, and I find this leather jacket that looked like one of Sting's dusters. So I'm like,
This guy goes in. He's like, "Well, it looks like Sting or these rock stars I like." Or,
Got a Sergeant Slaughter inspired leather?
well, I go for this look on stage. It's like I always tell him.
Your look is just leather pants.
Well, no, it's Billy Idol meets Johnny Cash.
That's what you're going. I never would have guessed that.
Well, no, but nobody dresses like me. You know?
Billy Idol meets Johnny Cash. I would
A
never.
little bit of Elvis. Mama, Red, get the car. We're gonna get some chicken.
With also some. With some fucking Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds.
It's a nice day for white comedy.
Mama.
Earl,
It's a
I wrote some jokes today.
Mama. Goes with every night. So I'm trying on my duster, and David's like, you're probably like a 52, 54. And
Is this David Spade? This is a side job.
my
He's
bitch-
talking about your age?
my AIDS. I don't have AIDS.
52, 54.
I'm 53 and fucking jacked. Look at that. Look at these arms, man. Look at these natural veins.
Are you still lifting weights, or are you just doing hot yoga now?
You do hot yoga, but you got to do like push-ups and stuff to get into downward
So you're not
dog.
doing any more weightlifting?
No more weightlifting, and I'm still jacked.
How
Look at
much?
that tricep.
How much are you farting in some of these poses?
Not that much, but the girl next to me yesterday, 3-tiered B for.
Were you laugh? Did
I had to.
you laugh?
We're in downward dog, and then we switch to boat pose, which is you're like this on the ground, and then we go into happy baby, which is you grab your feet and basically spread your legs.
Yeah.
And this girl next to me, hot, she's probably some Instagram whore, and just bops 3 beefers like.
Did she acknowledge it?
No, the teacher was like, okay.
Did you say that was? Did you want people to know that wasn't you because you were right there?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was like, I just waved my mat around going, no.
What are you, Matumbo?
So did you start? You started laughing,
I had to.
and did she look at you? And she's like, "Grow
no,
up."
she knew.
You should have farted in some beefers too.
I mean,
She said,
To cover it up and be like, if you would have taken the heat,
that would have been a gentleman move. That would have been
Yeah.
the Back to the Future Biff Tannen fart cover up on.
maybe I could have gotten lucky, but
But you're not single, so.
No, I'm Frank and
taken.
Ernest with my women. Frank in Chicago, Ernest in Miami.
Hey-o!
Mama.
some of these jokes. Even Milton Berle's like, oh boy,
His dick is rolling in his grave.
that's an old school.
So-
Dude, you would have crushed to the Catskills.
Did
They would have been like, is this Billy Idol or is this Johnny Cash?
But who dresses like me at the store? Like, I want to stand fashion comedy.
This is the name from the past, but Christy Miller.
Christine Miller. I just talked to her last night.
Really?
Bob Oshak dressed like you. He
Yeah.
wore leather pants for a
That's
while.
true.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he
Bob
did.
Oshak.
He had the glasses, leather pants.
Dude, Brody dressed like you. Rock star-esque.
I mean, are my jokes the best? Probably not.
I think
But,
they are.
hey, I'm an average joke writer, but I'm a performer. So, I'm like the
Yeah.
kiss of comedy. But I'm honest.
Bobby-
You have a good time. I always love following
Bobby
you. 'Cause
Lee
the crowd's always in a good mood.
But you had a great set the other night, or not the other night, what was it, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I had a good set. You had a great set, because,
Yeah.
Because I always try.
I
I
wish
don't
that was last night when I ate shit.
well, in the OR.
Yeah.
But the OR late, we've all done the OR late. It's
a different
tough,
animal.
dude. It's tough. And the main rooms is
yeah.
tough at late night if you
it's
follow
terrible.
someone who bombed, or
Or if you're just
Different.
last.
It's just different. It's a huge room, and so when there's no one in it late, it's very odd.
yeah, and
It's funny if you record your sets, you'll be like, I was terrible. And you go, oh, there was actually some laughter being
Yeah.
picked up.
But at the store you take what you get and don't
Yeah.
complain because there's 100 comics behind you who take the one spot.
100? I would say there's
But that
thousands.
I've sold a couple of my original room spots to the public for decent money. I set up a bidding online.
That'd be great if you could do that.
You get
God.
good money.
Yeah.
Some fucking random guy would fly in. You'd be like,
All you have to do is sit-
$5,000.
You sit on the side of the stage.
You'd
and
be
then
like,
they
come
go
on up.
Dude, as many comics are up there. There's a lot who aren't. So, I'm still very excited to be a past person up there.
Yeah.
Even though the spots sometimes, they're
I love
tough.
them all.
I'll take them all.
I don't care anymore.
Plenty of people who aren't
love
up
him.
there. So.
So what happened with David? Let's get to
So this is at the time where I like to looser fit. Now I'm into the tight, Steve Stevens from Billy Idol's band.
Of course, we all know Steve Stevens.
Stephen Brody Stevens.
Well, I got a good Steve Stevens story. I reached out to him, and if you've ever seen Billy Idol during the solo for Rebel Yell, he takes a ray gun out. It's a prop ray gun, and he hits the button.
Oh, it wasn't a real ray gun.
No, of course not, dude. That's,
This guy texts like there's no such thing as a ray gun.
that's for Dirk Benedict from Battlestar Galactica.
It was a fake ray gun.
He's letting the authorities know not to fuck with Billy Idol.
Well, the thing is, Billy Idol gives him the gun, he turns it on, it lights up, and then he rubs it against the guitar, so it makes a weird sound.
Yeah.
So I emailed stevestevens.com and
You're like,
get your.
I loved you on Miami Vice.
He wasn't on Miami Vice. By the way, I just watched all 5 seasons. I said I'm gonna.
I did it. I made it through the first season. I haven't started second, but it's pretty fucking great.
The first 2 seasons, Michael Mann was involved in it. You could tell, and then season 3, he left to do another show.
Yeah.
So but Dick Wolf, Jesus, can you imagine what Dick Wolf's publishing is like?
Oh, he owns it all.
Miami Vice to Law and Order, like
To Real Housewives.
probably he's got his meds and everything.
Yeah.
So David comes up to me with a looser fit. He's like, "You're about 54." I'm like, "No, I want a 58 because I want it to be baggy." And
Wait, what year is this? Because Baggy's out.
yeah, but dude, I'm out.
Earl does his own thing, man.
I do my
He
thing.
doesn't play by the rules.
I don't like. What am I supposed to do? Listen to Billie Eilish? I listen to Billy Idol. That's a bit better. I do
Like how
that.
you just tell us.
I do that on stage when the crowd's out. I'm like, you millennials, you listen to Billy Idols? I listen to Billy Idol.
What are you?
What do
What
you mean?
generation are you? Are you a boomer?
I'm a boomer sooner. Barry Switzer. We're about the same
Jim
age.
Ross.
Are you a
Jeff
boomer?
Ross. What do you got to bring that guy's
Hey,
name?
come
Oh,
on.
Jim Ross.
Come on, dude.
Be
Don't bring
cool.
up Jeff Ross.
I didn't bring up Jeff Ross. He said,
Come
he said
on,
Jim Ross.
dude.
I'm hard of hearing.
I can't believe
You're just hard.
Yeah, hello.
So what happened? You get the 58.
So I got the 58, and this
How'd it
dude.
fit?
It was a little loose, but this dude comes up to me. He touches my shoulders, touches my hips, and goes, "He's a 52." And I look at him, and I'm like, "Who are you?" He's like, "John." I'm like, "Earl, John Barbados." I'm like, "I'm a 52."
How often is he in the store?
Well, here's the deal. It's a little fashion tea, as they say.
So you
in
you
business.
gave him some. It sounds like from what how you delivered that, you gave him a little bit of attitude.
Little bit of attitude.
Thinking he was just some regular fucking Joe.
But he loved your sass.
Well, that's how I got the cartoon. Tyler, the Creator.
Johnny Barbados.
He called Tyler the Creator and
goes,
said, "This guy Earl
I had
comes
this
into the store."
Sassy motherfucker just came in here.
But, when I saw Tyler, the Creator at Roast Battle, I was just shitting on this guy, thinking he's a friend of Jamar's, who was sitting next to him. And I think he liked that, oh, this guy shit all over me. He didn't pay me respect.
Yeah.
I like that. And so the other day, Barbados has a new company. On this day, OTD for short. He sold Barbados. So in a few months, the new line.
But they still use his name.
Yeah, they still use his name. But
He's out.
He's out.
He's cashing in.
I hear All Saints is designing the clothes now. Anyway.
Whoa! You heard it here. Fashion news.
breaking news.
Usually don't get fashion news. Wait a second. So you shit on Tyler Creator and you got work.
Well, it's roast
do you think
battle.
that Jeff Ross is going to give you work? Is that why you do what you do to him?
No, I'm too talented and I'm not 18. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This
I
business,
don't know why you.
this business is unbelievable with who gets successful and who doesn't.
Cold business.
It's freezing in roast battle. By the way, who still roast battles? I mean, I thought I was holding on to the 80s. It's over, guys.
I've never heard somebody talk more about it.
You idiots who go to the belly room on Tuesday nights battling. I mean, this week's battle, I go there to pick up a few checks because I get paid to do comedy there. And there's roast battle losers hanging around. And they're like, Earl, you should have been there. The main event was awesome. I'm like, who was the main event? Now, back in the day, the main event would be like maybe me and Tiana or, Pat Barker and Joe Dosh before he was Fifi. And I'm like, who was the main event? Oh, Jeff's ex-girlfriend against Afro Man. Okay.
Afro Man the rapper?
No, the
Till
guy.
I got high. I think I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
Somalian guy, right?
Yeah, he's like from Somalia. I don't know. I think he was played on the Pirates.
But he goes by Afro Man.
No, that's just what I call him because I don't know his
Do
name.
you remember Dean Gelber's protege, Afro Man? Afro Boy.
Afro Boy. Yeah.
He was a writer, wrote a script called Kick.
Hey, we don't need to say its name.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I can only imagine.
But it was a great script.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And he's always at a coffee shop in L.A.
He was like 6'9", 450 pounds.
Yeah, he
And
was a sight to behold.
in the middle of summer, he was wearing like a thick winter jacket.
He's definitely
great.
not a 52 or a 58.
It's fashion. Well, are you talking about Big Rod?
No, you know what
No.
I'm talking about.
No,
We
I
saw
don't.
Big Rod.
I don't know who.
Afro Boy?
I don't know who Afro Man. You can't call him Boy. You can't.
No, this
He's
is a
white.
different guy.
This guy's a white guy.
It's a different
Oh,
guy.
okay,
Do you remember the
that's
guy, Dean's buddy, and the big afro?
He was like an
Real
Andre the
ogre.
Giant, like Hagrid style guy. Big.
Yeah.
If you saw him,
I
you
don't.
would know him.
Well, I took a few years off from the store. That like the Dean 15 years. I talk to Dean still. I can't.
I got a girlfriend in Malaysia, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's a little weird. It's like my friend Eric is now coaching young boys playing soccer in like Malaysia. I'm like, oh, dude.
Your friend Eric?
Yeah.
What was he doing before he went to Malaysia to coach young boys?
He was a stick boy for the LA Kings.
What the hell does a stick boy do?
You know, you grab those sticks. In case
Wait, he was a grown man. That was his full-time job?
Well, I think it's like cheerleaders. You get paid like $100 a game, but you get to like be on the bench of the Kings.
Ah, okay.
Did he was tired of not getting that coaching gig in the U.S., coaching little boys, so he had to go to a foreign country.
I mean, I'm around so many predators and fucking pedophiles.
That's why you love the movie Predator.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought it was about Harvey Weinstein.
Hey!
I'm like,
You're on fire right now.
40 minutes in, I'm like, I don't see one executive in this movie. It's out of control. My spots go down, but these people who are just predators are headlining. Unbelievable. Like I'm quitting comedy. in
Why don't
10
you
years.
start molesting people and you'll get more successful?
Please, we'll go to a two-shot here, Aaron. That's an industry term. Well, someone accused me of something, anything. Say I touched your pee-pee at the roast battle.
Why wouldn't it be a woman? Why do you immediately go to
Whatever.
a man?
Say
I sucked your pee-pee and you came in my mouth and I swallowed it and I said I love it.
I mean, I think Larry Major, the guy who was the gynecologist for the gymnast, just
Larry Major?
got a weekend. At
Larry Nasser?
Larry Major. It's
Josh
like
Nasser has nothing to do with this.
Are you talking about Lee Majors?
what's happening,
Brother?
You're short-circuiting.
I'm gone rogue. I told you it's Rogue Earl. I'm back.
By the way,
no more baby face.
Is your
Earl.
dog in the car right now?
No, my dog's on the roof. He likes to sunbathe. Hello, Lois.
This National Lampoons.
Get her nipples tan. He's got like 6 nipples. By the way, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Annie. Can I pull up a picture of Annie?
Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
Send it to Aaron.
Oh, yeah. That was a sad
Yes,
day.
yes.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
Your German Shepherd.
Yeah, we got a 3 months prognosis of life, and I got it to 9 months, and then she died in my arms, basically.
Did you sing that
Died in
song?
my arms
No, I just showed her
tonight.
season 3 of Roast Battle. She went right to sleep.
Did she die because you were practicing wrestling moves on her?
No, I put her in a figure 4, and then
Look at this Varvatos collar.
let me see.
Dude, are you going to ATD now, or are you loyal to Varvatos, the store? Or you
I go to
switched-
OTD.
OTD. Where's that at?
It's on Sunset Plaza by Equinox and
The stores are closed because
What is it?
Varvatos is on Melrose.
What's OTD? Off-track designers?
off-track betting. This is caller 565. Give me a dime on the Raiders.
Doesn't sound as cool as Varvatos, though. You're
Well,
like, this
you
is
know.
OTD leather panties.
Who am I to? Hold on, I got a picture.
Wait, do you gamble at all?
Only on hockey and horse racing. I got a for sure system.
I think he talked about it
No, I
once
do.
with
There
us.
we go. I don't know. If
Do you go to Santa Anita? Oh, there she is.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Rest
Yeah.
in peace to Annie.
Rest in peace to Annie. Look at the size of her head. It's almost bigger than mine.
And she's wearing your glasses.
Yeah.
If
She had corrective lenses on.
okay, we got. If Annie was with JFK that day, he'd still be alive. Hello.
Depends where she was sitting.
In the front seat,
Sitting on his lap.
where LBJ was.
He got shot from the back.
No.
Up and to the left.
He got shot from the grass. Come on, dude. By the way, shout out
That's
to
your family, dude.
shout out to RFK for hiring Rosie Greer, the biggest, fattest, slowest person to be your main security guard that day.
Rosie
Was that-
Greer
yeah.
from the movie?
The man with 2 heads.
No, isn't Rosie Greer the action? No, Pam Greer is.
That's Pam Greer.
Talking about
Who
Rosie.
was
She
that?
works at Varvatos now, Pam.
She was Tubbs' love interest in all 5 seasons of Miami Vice. Thank you very much.
Would you say, like, if you were on Jeopardy and it was all Miami Vice,
I would win $10 billion.
Wait, that's not what. And for $100 million.
Pull up Miami Vice, any trivia, and ask me anything about but you can't be like, who was the extra?
Dude, I mean, yeah, was it Switek?
Switek, I have 2 framed autograph pictures.
Dude, and he was great in the fucking
Used Cars. He was in
but the one with
Big Wednesday.
With Vic Mackey.
Do you know
he wasn't in that. He wasn't in the Shield.
Who was the guy from Miami Vice?
There was John Deal.
Yeah, that's it. Zito, that's it.
Do you know the episode? Like, if I say an episode name, because this question is who guest starred in the episode Heart of Darkness?
Bruce Willis.
When he was selling Stinger missiles.
That's wrong.
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's Ed O'Neill.
Wait. Ask me. He played Ed O'Neill. Played FBI agent Artie Rollins gone rogue.
It says Bruce Willis, Sheena Easton, and Phil Collins all guest starred on Miami Vice. Different episodes.
I can tell you everyone. Phil Collins in my favorite Miami Vice episode. Here's a little trivia. Cobra Kai bad guy, Thomas Ian Griffith, Terry Silver.
Terry Silver.
Extra. First acting job ever. Extra in a pool scene.
He was on your podcast.
No,
right?
He was not.
Oh, no.
I've reached out several times.
Oh, I thought you said you got him.
Yeah, I thought you did.
You go, why would he do this podcast?
I lied. That's Schwarzenegger in Commando when he said to Patrick Michael Kelly, "Remember when I promised to kill you last, Sully? I lied."
Where is the opening scene in the pilot episode of Miami Vice?
New York City.
That is correct.
When they killed Detective Ricardo Tubbs' brother and Calderon, and that's why he went to Miami to chase Calderon.
What happened to the Ferrari Daytona?
It blew up.
Who blew it up?
Ted Nugent.
In what year did the show premiere in the U.S.?
I want to say 1984.
That is correct. September 28th.
You're only halfway to $1 billion.
But dude, you could ask me harder questions like, what role did this person
What was
play?
Ed O'Neill's character name?
Dude, that's easy. Artie Rollins.
He was trying to bust Kovacs, it says.
Whoa, COVID. What episode was Bryan Cranston in?
He wasn't.
Good.
Dude, this is a hard question that I don't think you'll know. What numbers are visible on the building that Calderon is exiting?
That's
real.
Dude.
You just lost $1 billion.
What color was the stoplight that Crockett drove through in episode?
How was it season 2? How was the heroin smuggled into the U.S. from Nam?
By plane, and then they would drop it off in the ocean, and it was picked up by speedboat.
It says it was stuffed inside Kia bags. Whatever that means.
But it was, I remember the episode. It was brought in by plane. They would drop it in the Miami Bay, and then speedboats would come and get it.
Where did Elvis, Crockett's alligator, go to the bathroom? Because he never let it off the boat.
Well, here's the crazy thing about Elvis. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
He's like a roast battle comic. He
Hold on, I got to look up a fact here. We may have caught.
No, but Elvis.
Was it named after the singer?
Yes.
Oh,
and
Presley or Costello?
I believe Elvis Presley. I can hear viewership dropping like a rock right now, and we're just getting into deep dives on Miami Vice.
I went to middle school with a Latin fella, and his first name was Elvis. He was in my homeroom.
Wait, who was wasn't there a football player? Elvis Gerbach.
Yeah, correct. He shopped at Barbados.
Well, here's another thing. I wish you guys would have. This is a real. If you know this question, who was Izzy's assistant who never said a word? Manny. Thank you very much. He was like
Manolo. Manolo from Scarface is a comedy fan. Did you know that?
Stephen Bauer. I took it here, dude.
Oh wait, it looks like.
Here's the crazy thing about Manolo. He brought a guy up the other, like maybe a few months ago, who did this Pacino impression. It was pretty dead on, and the guy's so dedicated to Pacino. He cut his hair like Pacino in Scarface. And a week after I met him, that guy was arrested for double murder.
What? What, he was living the Scarface, like he was living it, a method actor?
Don brought him on stage, and Stephen Bauer's there, and they're doing like scenes, like Manny, do the tongue, and the guy was pretty good, like as a impersonator.
Pretty good as a double no, not pretty good as a double murderer because he got caught.
So,
Jesus.
welcome to the Comedy Store.
Like, was it people he knew, or was it?
I want to say it was his wife or ex-girlfriend or something.
Didn't he say hello to my little
The bad guys. I told you a long time ago, Tony, don't ever fuck me. That guy died of AIDS like 2 years later.
Dude, you are an encyclopedia of people that have died of AIDS.
Paul Shinar is his name.
How do you know everybody that's ever died of AIDS in Hollywood?
He does the Hollywood portion of the AIDS quilt every year. He sews it himself.
And I wear it on stage.
Who else dresses like
Do you
that?
read the names every year of the fallen soldiers of AIDS? You're like, I don't even need a sheet. I know.
Hey, listen, let me say this. Speaking of the subject, me and Sean Polofsky were the only ones who went to Jeff Scott's house, cleaned it all out. I certainly didn't take a phone and said, hey, Sean, let's try and get it on camera. Shit.
If you don't know who that is, he was the longtime pianist at the Comedy Store who passed away.
Dude, his piano must have weighed about 800 pounds.
I heard his place was like a fucking shrine to the Comedy Store. It had all sorts of like memorabilia and shit.
His place?
What'd they do with all of it?
We took it to the Comedy Store. It was basically a museum, but they have a warehouse.
Comedy Store has a museum.
Basically, and 80% of it is Jeff Scott's stuff. Like, it's unbelievable.
They said, I've heard, like it was fucking floor to ceiling, all Comedy Store stuff.
But oddly, it wasn't messy. Like, it was literally, his apartment was probably the size of this room and just thousands of items. But they were all like, you know, stacked in order and by era. But they had me come in because the piano was, it was at least 800 pounds.
This is the keyboard that he carried in every day.
No, this was, that was his colon. Hello!
He had a regular piano at his house.
Well, I should have had Sean Polofsky and I cry on camera, and then maybe we could drive to LAX. Fuck, man.
I see on social media, I see you post you and the LA Kings guys at the Comedy Store. Do they come in regularly? What's the meaning behind
They come
all
in
that?
regularly. Last night,
I've seen you say, if you take a picture with the daddy man, you're scoring a
they
goal.
score goals lately.
Dude, so now everybody goes, hey, big game coming up.
Yeah.
Get down to the store. Earl's down there.
They say even some opponents are coming in when they're in town.
Will you take a picture with an opponent?
I will, depending if I like them. You know,
What about Sidney Crosby?
I would take a picture with Sid the Kid.
Okay. We knew a guy we worked with back in the day. He was he did like a stay in LA honeymoon with his wife. He was real drunk. He was in the elevator, and this guy next to him was like, "You look like Sidney Crosby." And he's like, "I am Sidney Crosby." He's like, "Fuck you." And I think he grabbed his ass or something. Then he showed him his ID, and it was Sidney Crosby.
Who wants to prove it to some asshole so he's gonna fucking stuff? He goes, no, look at my ID here.
I swear.
And this look, that's real.
He's great. I said the kid, but you know.
So who are these guys you're taking pictures? I don't really know any LA Kings, but for hockey fans out there.
For hockey fans out there, the recent visitors to the Comedy Store.
Martin Broshear?
No, Sean Dursey. Who's
Martin Mull?
Yes, he played on the Kings with Marcel Dion, Charlie Simmer, and Jerry King Kong Korat.
Do these guys know you, or you just start talking to them?
They were fans of the comedy.
Comedy in general. Well, that includes me.
Yeah, well, it does. I mean, I'm a member of the comedy community. And
So how do you approach these?
They approach me.
They're younger dudes.
These
right?
guys approach you?
Well, they're fans.
How do you put the vibe out there?
I did is.
He has a hockey stick. And he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, I mean, I shoot pucks into the crowd. They're like, "Hey, I think this guy likes hockey." Ma.
Do you address them from stage?
If I see them, like Boko Imama, the legend of Boko.
Boko
Imama.
Beware, the wrestler.
His name is actually Bokanji Imama.
Yo, mama.
Yo Mama is a precursor to roast battle.
Do you remember the night that we thought Fedor was in the crowd?
Baby Fedor.
It was some like guy from Glendale.
And we're like, holy shit, it's Fedor.
Somewhere-
We all were 100% convinced.
He was wearing an Affliction shirt. We
was
saw him
Fedor.
from behind,
Yeah.
and it was not Fedor.
But his team came to the store one night. Like his training team.
Fedor?
Because they all had Fedor shirts
And Josh
on.
Barnett.
Yeah, big goobies, best
yeah.
nipples in the business.
Yeah, he's got those goobies.
I mean, pancake nips. You know, that's my thing. But
So these guys come up to you, and how
hey,
does it
we're
start?
big fans. To be honest with you,
Like,
they're
Mr. Skakel, we love you.
They call him Mr. Skakel?
We love your roller hockey exploits.
I have the hardest shot in Southern California ball hockey history, but that's another
Is that
story.
true? What, do they have a radar gun out there?
If you go on YouTube You might. I don't know, Aaron, if you can pull this up or how this podcast works. I'm not used to a podcast done with technology. Earl Skakel slap shot on YouTube.
Hey, what do people say about it? This is the fastest I've ever seen.
Didn't they have to get extra insurance because you could stop a man's heart?
I almost killed someone playing ball hockey.
Really?
My shot is so hard, I can shoot.
How hard is it?
Hard enough to leave a smile on your face.
Maybe the oldest ball in hockey, but if there's the longest line to suck it.
Jesus. Coming in hot, man. I'm going to get canceled.
You just said you wanted someone to accuse you of stuff.
Well, no, because I want to start working more.
Do you want us to accuse you of something?
No, I need it to be like a girl who's barely legal, and then like,
Jesus Christ! You could probably, somebody has like a daughter now at this point that you're friends with.
I could do it for you.
There you go. Yeah,
she's barely legal.
Touch Jeff's daughter.
She's 3.
I'm just trying to get on. I'm trying to get on before midnight.
There you go. Everybody, Earl Skakel. Touch Jeff's daughter inappropriately.
Oh, wait.
Hey, congratulations on the work.
I'm getting a text. My 10:15 spot tomorrow night, I'm on at 9:45.
Shit, dude. That worked fast.
That's the way it works, dude. The scummier person you are, the more successful you are.
So, Aaron, is it possible to see the slap shot, or has it been banned from YouTube because it's so violent?
If you look up Earl Skakel slap shot, I score from center court. The guy next to me thought I was going to pass to him. I'm like, you're out of your gourd, dude. Let daddy man take the shot.
And you got the goal?
I got the goal. Goalie didn't even react till the puck was...
Here it is.
Okay.
Aaron's
pulling it up.
After this, we'll go to part 2.
Yeah, this is a good way to end. We didn't even bring up Rat yet. Come on, dude.
As soon as you type in Earl Skakel, it'll probably say fastest shot ever recorded.
I think it's going to pull you up in the movie Slap Shot. Yeah. You played all 3 Hanson brothers.
I was the 4th brother. I wish I was. I would have gotten more.
Is that why you got bad vision? Is it true that you looked into the sun?
Dude, my vision's perfect. What are you talking about? Just Earl Skakel.
Are those Varvatos glasses?
No, these are Dita eyewear.
Do you see all those menu options?
Here we go, dude.
Classic Earl Skakel.
How old are you here?
Dude, look at the
Looks like you're 12.
I got the Jew fro going. But look at the guy in red thinking I'm going to pass to him. Get out of my face.
Dude, no, there's no defense. Where's the defenders?
Dude, they're all scared. No one wants to get hit with my... Who's this guy, man? Get this guy his own. So shot gets blocked.
He saves that.
I take the ball back.
Here's Earl.
There he is.
And then I go back. You got to be
Wait,
on
you're walking. This is the slowest
watch
game.
this. Watch it. Oh,
there it is.
Suck on that.
You pay all these guys to play with you? I thought you were going to be on skates.
Watch this form. Bam.
Are you not on skates?
No, this is on you're on your sneakers.
Yeah, ball hockey's look at the goalie go, where is it? Look at that, but just eat it, buddy.
Oh, yeah, he has a concussion.
Yeah.
Are these guys, what level of hockey has most of the people in this league played?
To be honest with you,
high school?
I play in tournaments.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron, very much.
It was totally worth it for the fastest slap shot.
Basically pro ball hockey. Like, it's very competitive. Like,
it seemed like you just kind of walked over to the ball and everybody was just kind of one guy was smoking a cigarette.
There was a guy who
on court.
My black buddy Chris.
2 guys were sharing a Subway sandwich.
He used to play. I stopped a robbery at that rink.
Who are they gonna steal?
There was a Subway. We all would go to the Subway after. So it was a Sunday night. This is a true story. And I'm in line, and there are these 3 kids ordering food and whatnot, and they're talking really loud, like obnoxiously loud. And then they make a move for the register.
What were they talking about? They're like, let's rob this fucking place.
No, I forget what they were talking
about. I'll take pepperoncinis in your cash.
So then I thought, this could be a way for me to get a free sandwich. So I'm going to catch them.
You're like a real-life Casey Jones from Ninja Turtles.
I thought you meant the black guy who played on the Celtics.
Yeah, he coached them as well.
So I start chasing after this guy, and this huge Mexican gangbanger. He's like 350. He's like, what up, man? I'm like, these kids just stole from this place. And I guess this was his favorite Subway.
And then he just shot them all dead.
So he takes...
And then they're like, oh, they were just kidding. They were filming a YouTube prank.
He takes the car and says, I'll cut him off. You chase him down.
Dude, this is a real-life Miami Vice.
Yeah. Like,
he was Tubbs.
And,
literally Tubbs.
By the way, if you listen... This is a true story. If you listen to
Tubbies.
The very last episode of Miami Vice, Free Fall, Season 5, 5, episode 26, at the very end, as the end credits are rolling, you could hear Philip Michael Thomas fall off the face of the earth.
Pew! That was a long haul for that punchline.
I got a long haul for you. So I ended up, he cuts him off. They all three stop. He gets out of the car, and this guy was a giant. And then I grabbed the main guy. He was like the leader.
How old are these people?
19, 20 years old. So
old enough for you to have sex with after you caught him.
Maybe I did, and then maybe I'll be headlining the Improv with Gary Cannon opening. So I sit on one guy. The other guy was
You sit on him?
Yeah. So and I took his
Sit on his face? You're like, eat this ass till the cops get here.
That's your punishment.
So I sit on the guy. I take his sandwich, which was in the bag, and I started beating him with the sandwich bag. I was like, slapping.
Did you put it over his head?
The cops are like, why does he have lettuce and meat in his ass?
Oh, why does he have shit in his mouth?
That's from my ass.
He told me he loved me. Mama. That's Chappelle and Con Air. By the way, I had to follow Chappelle the other night.
Where'd you follow him? Oh.
To that subway that got robbed. And what did he say when he brought you up?
So no,
he goes,
he just left the stage.
He just left.
He just left the stage.
So you had to run up there?
Well, I thought he was doing like 2 hours.
So he just left.
I started leaving, and Jen, the manager's like, no, he just got off stage. So I run back, that little hallway in the main room, and his giant bodyguard or whoever this guy is, he thought I was a fan.
Oh, he like tackled
Who's going to bum rush him?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, wait, I didn't recognize he was the fastest slap shot. Fucking.
So I pushed
at the subway vigil.
You pushed him?
I pushed him. I'm like, dude, I work here. Get out of my way.
You're not talking about the old driver guy.
I love that Tony.
I don't know his
he's
name.
not the white
The old white guy?
Yeah, Calhoun Tubbs. He's playing the baked potato on Thursday.
What did the security guard say?
Well, he looked at me, and I'm like, dude, I'm a comic. I'm next. And I pushed him out of the way, and then I apologized to him after.
What did he say?
When me and Chappelle talked about Charlie Barnett, legendary New York street comic.
That was his buddy.
Yeah, that was his mentor.
His buddy he died of AIDS. That's why you know him. That's why you know him.
I had a bad stomach. That's why I refused to take Rolaids.
Let's get out of here. But part 2 next week, we are going to be going over some of Earl's bits and seeing what's there.
A classic we call bit.
I got a lot of new bets.
Or shit.
So
we'll decide.
Stay tuned. Let's get out of here. I'm going to play the song. Thank you guys for listening, and take care.
Danish, O'Neill, Danish and O'Neill. Your empty hearts, they will steal.
Promotional.
Danish and O'Neill.